Welcome to Business News. The Federal Inland Revenue Service is set to commence back-end tax audits on operators in the maritime and aviation industries. The Executive Chairman, Mr. Mohammed Nami, said this while delivering an address at the PWO Thought Leadership Breakfast session focused on tax issues and the impact on development in the maritime and aviation industries. And this was held in Lagos. Our correspondent, Blessed Omonose, reports.
Taxation is no doubt a major source of government revenue globally, as it helps in financing government's ever-increasing public sector expenditure aimed at stimulating economic growth and development. In Nigeria, low tax revenue performance of the maritime and aviation industries, which contribute an average of 3% to the country's gross domestic product (GDP), has not yielded the much expected revenue to the Federation purse due to the failure of foreign companies lifting cargoes to pay tax.
I would twist it the other way. Why don't we have a shipping company as a Nigerian?
These, amongst other issues, are part of deliberations that formed conversations at this stakeholders forum put together by Nigeria's leading professional tax, audit and financial advisory firm, PWO, in collaboration with the Federal Inland Revenue Service to provide strategic solutions to tax issues in the shipping and aviation sectors.
Government also has a responsibility to making sure that it supports businesses to grow and also provide an enabling environment for new businesses to come into, for investment to come into Nigeria, whether locally or by way of foreign direct investment. But what are we doing at FIRS to ensure that we support government in generating more revenue? We have actually carried out a lot of reforms, and part of the issues we are discussing is how would we use those reforms that we have put in place to block leakages of revenue that are acquirable to government.
Commenting at Nigeria's current tax to GDP ratio, which is still low at 6%, this tax and financial management experts urge the government to increase productivity in the non-oil sectors so as to boost the country's tax revenue generation base.
It's more to our GDP ratio being low. The question is, how is it being calculated? What taxes are being brought into consideration? Is it only the income tax or the education tax? What about the other taxes that are being collected by other agencies? Okay, so I think the base has to be looked at again. But I believe that, though, yeah, of course, the rate is still very low, but I think is improving gradually.
It has to be a holistic policy formulation of government to be able to ensure that policies are speaking to one another. So if you have a situation like we have seen today, like in the shipping industry, for example, where Nigeria is being touted as a very expensive place to ship to, that itself weakens the growth of productivity.
With the comparative advantages of the maritime and aviation sectors to Nigeria's economic growth, it is expedient for government to continually engage industry stakeholders to come up with policies that will block the revenue leakages and other bottlenecks. Blessed Omonose, TVC News, Lagos.